Assalamu alaikum, my SS2 students at home. Hope you are all good wherever you are. Happy Ramadan. It is a pleasure for me to bring this lesson to you via this medium. Going by our third term scheme, we have this poem to study among every other poems and play and prose texts. The title of the poem is The Song of the Women of My Land by Omar Farouk Sisi. The Song of the Women of My Land by Omar Farouk Sisi. Going further from here, we are to take care of the background of the poet, the background of the poem, and the plot summary. And the background of the poet goes this way. Omar Farouk Sisi is from Sierra Leone and is a graduate of Fora Bay College, University of Sierra Leone. Apart from being a poet, Sisi is also a playwright, short story writer, and a novelist, and a writer of repute, so to say. Omar Farouk Sisi writes this poem to address a burning issue at a time, and it's all about the reflection on the African women during the slave trade. Apart from slave trade experience of African women and Sierra Leone women in particular, Sisi have a pains on the note of how men or different authorities treat or paint women badly in their various societies. On this note, the poem is set in Sierra Leone, the poet's country home, specifically rural region where the poet hails from. The poet is concerned about how women have been treated as inferior by men and the authority in Africa, different authorities in Africa. They have been victims of oppressions, exploitations, and other ill treatment meted on women. The poet sees the women of his country as slaves under the men. Apart from seeing them as slaves under the men, he recounted the experience or experiences, bitter one, about these women at a particular time in history, during the slave trade, where women were subjected to every form of hardship, hard labor, here and there. And Omar Sisi now deemed it necessary to go after these experiences of these women, given how these women, despite what they were passing through, how resilient they were, how courageous they were, how hardworking they were, and how brave they were through that trying moment. And that is why he went or goes about doing what? Giving this poem, this title, The Song of the Women of My Land, that the importance of song, what it were to those women, because when they were passing through this hardship during slave trade, whatever they give them to do, in form of hard labor, subjected them to, they will be singing, recanting, crying, smiling, even with pains, through songs, what he called lyrics of joy and pains altogether. And that is what gave birth to this poem. The plot summary of this text or poem is all about a meditation on the plight of African women in general, forgetting that Cisse comes from Sierra Leone. An African woman is an African woman all over the world. The pains, the agony, the experience, the encounter were the same. So to Omar Cisse, these pains, as it happened in Sierra Leone, cut across the entire Africa. So when he says, the son of the women of my land, the land here is the land of Africa. He does not mean, he is not referring to the land of Sierra Leone alone. It's all about African women in its entirety. So, the poem is all about a meditation, the plight, the pains of African women in general, cutting from, how do we call, slave trade era till today. Whether I like it or not, women, one way or the other, have been changed on the note of not having equal rights with men. Though one way or the other, at the same time, they are fighting their ways, they are coming up. And we are seeing that. We are seeing they are struggling. And even the authorities that Omar tried to quarrel in his own way, one way or the other, they are seeing to some of these pains and parts of women in the society today. So Omar is concerned about the rural women in particular. Because rural women, they are the ones not being educated. They are the ones, their husband can do whatever they feel like doing to them anyhow. They are the ones, even far away from what we call the authority that might even speak for them, one way or the other. They are the ones being far from what we call civilization, from time immemorial. But thank God today, the story is no longer the same. This is the pains of that time. Yes, one way or the other, women are still crying on the note that they want to be on the same table with men. Equality, that's what they are fighting now. But at the time, Omar wrote this poem, is all about the totally taking away of women's rights. That time, women in our society were not having right at all. They were subjects of what? Giving birth and cooking food and what have you, reserving them to kitchen alone. But today, the narrative is no longer the same. That does not mean they are not having element of those pains here and there. So, the poem recollects how these women in particular suffered during the slave trade. The poet, persona, adults, African women, because of their lyrics of songs. The poet says their lyrics of songs were about their experiences. As they are into those tasks, they will be singing, and collectively they will be carrying out the burden. They will be carrying out the hard work they are being subjected to. So, that is what this poem is all about. So, what we have learned is all about the background of this poem, of the poet, and the background of the poem, and the plot summary. I come again, background of the poet, background of the poem, and its setting, and the plot summary. So, what you do for us from where you are as your assignment is to analyze the last two stanzas of the poem. We have interest in those two stanzas. You are to take care of these two stanzas. We are to do that, and you have to get back to me through this number 080-688-44575 via WhatsApp. Thank you so much, and remain safe. COVID-19 is real. Thank you.